Disney is filled with so many details, of course we just have to cover them all. Disney Details, episode 153, Some Stories to be Told. If you recall, during the Flower and Garden Festival last year, we did a video about how the Living with the Land attraction over at Epcot added in a few new touches to pay tribute to the different buildings found around Future World. Now it's World Discovery and World Celebration and World, a lot of other things. But this year around, they decided to do another overlay of the attraction with some really cool nods to previous Disney stories. So let's take a look. So while going through the attraction, you can find a few different nods to a few different stories that are well known in the Disney universe. Our first one up is going to be The Little Mermaid, and as you can see, there is a book on the ground along with a few different things you can find in the film, including a snarfblat, a dinglehopper, and then even if you take a look at some of the plants coming out of the sand, it looks like fins of a shark or a dolphin coming out. And in addition to that, you can also find a treasure chest, much like Ariel may have discovered out on the sea. On top of that, we can also find a crab on the ground representing Sebastian. Just after going through the fish farming section, we can find our next book, which is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and here you can find a few different nods to the film, including some birds, a wishing well, and also a treasure chest with some gems, which may be the Seven Dwarfs mined over at the mine. The third story that is being featured here is Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. If you take a look, there is a picnic there. In the picnic area, you can find several different flower pots representing characters like Tigger, Pooh, and then of course we also have Rabbit's Garden there with carrots, lettuce, and little honeybees as well, paying tribute to the honeybees found in Winnie the Pooh. Our final reference can be found in the final room of the attraction. We first are greeted by some white roses that are being painted red, along with some playing cards that are hanging from the ceiling, and then, of course, a massive table to represent the Mad Tea Party from, of course, Alice in Wonderland. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Disney Details. If you're not already subscribed, then make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.